want to begin by asking you, how did this idea of Brahmastra trilogy come about? This long, exciting yet I believe would be an arduous journey. How did it begin?
A gift from the universe, gift from Lord Shiva. One day I was walking in the mountains and it was given to me. Okay, go and make this film. Actually, I was a big lover of the genre of fantasy fiction my whole life. ये genre, मतलब, I was very very attracted to this genre. I was the youngest person I knew who had read the Lord of the Rings books. फिर मैं ये सब फिल्में देखता था West की, where they were taking these stories and making these absolutely epic movies out of it, right? So when you start off working in the industry, little bit, you are still working in the footsteps of the people who've come before you. Those were my first two films. A moment comes where you get the confidence ki yaar, maybe I can go beyond this. And when the idea came to me to make something in this fantasy, superhero, these were the words though, that were floating around genre. Suddenly it was like, I realized how much inspiration there was in me for this genre. But the more important thing to say is what I realized is that being someone who had grown up in India, where I was naturally going in my life, my thinking, I felt that nothing had really come that was drawing on ancient India and sort of like Indian spirituality and using it in this kind of genre. And we had something very powerful over here that one could draw from. That combination of East and West, when the story first arrived, those shades were already there in it. That is the inspiration and the beginning of Brahmastra.
Okay. Exciting as it sounds, obviously, but 7 years and counting is what I have read. So how did you keep the momentum going for yourself and your crew?
Yeah, listen, it was very hard, Ronak, honestly. Brahmastra is, not been a very easy journey. It's been a difficult journey throughout. So I'm not going to make it sound like it was nothing. For a long time, we were climbing the mountain without being able to see the peak of the mountain.
But you as in your actors included?
Me, like my actors, my core team, the key people that surround yourself with when you're making a film. There were a lot of people along the way who also dropped off the journey because it was a very hard journey. Right. And it wasn't, people are used to signing up for a film and they want to turn around in 1 year, 2 years, but this was not that kind of journey, right? But the inspiration and passion for what we could create and what we were creating was also very high.
Right.
Everybody so that has always been there. There was this faith ki yaar, बहुत time लग रहा है, लेकिन K. Asif took time to make Mughal-e-Azam. James Cameron took a long time to make Avatar. हम लोग भी कुछ कमाल का बनाएंगे इसके साथ.
Okay, but what is the major challenge in making a trilogy? Nobody has ever made one in Bollywood, as I can remember. But you're the first one. You are so young, also doing this. So people change, their faces change, their appearances change. What is that one challenge that you faced, major?
So, to be honest, Ronak, the trilogy is not yet made. We've made part 1 of the 3 films.
Oh, okay.
So, ये सफर अभी और आगे बढ़ना है. ये तो अभी 6 साल और it's about, let's say, another 5 years to finish this journey.
But what are you anticipating in the last 7 years? I'm sure you have a fair idea.
Well, I'm anticipating the process to get faster now that the first bunch is done, because we've learned and set the foundation for this film, in terms of visual effects, action. So I'm expecting the journey to get faster. The honest answer is, Ronak, Brahmastra was a leap of faith. The vision was beautiful on paper, but वो क्या लगेगा exactly to make it, वो पता नहीं था. शायद पता होता तो हम लोग डर के वापस U-turn ले लेते.
But sorry, but it sounds only so elaborate that I'm surprised that you were not even you didn't think the scale of it's going to be so difficult and so challenging.
Well, but I guess what is there to say? Once in a while, you feel you get an opportunity to do something amazing. It's going to be super hard, but I had the energy and the passion to ride out those difficulties for what it is that I wanted to achieve. And I feel like, I have an opportunity to do something really landmark for India and
Right.
like Indians everywhere. And that opportunity is also a great privilege. Usme bhi ek energy hai. Not every project that you get an opportunity to make or an idea that comes to you comes with that kind of momentum and
Correct.
that kind of, I also feel that, while Brahmastra has been made, people are also curious and excited कि ये क्या बन रही है film.
Exactly. And what?
So that's a good feeling as well, and it gives you energy.
Finally, my last question is: have you thought about life after Brahmastra? What will
Brahmastra
happen?
2, then Brahmastra 3, then I'll retire. Then bas
But
ho gaya. Then I'll go to the mountains. I'll be totally crazy by then. I'll retire in the mountains, go to a monastery, and live out my life.
All right, I guess that seemed like an exciting thought after making such an exciting film. So all the best to you.
Thank you
I
so
had
much,
more
man.
questions, but we are running out of time, I'm told.
Okay.
So I would love to connect again. Oh yeah, just one last question I forgot to ask you. What is the significance of 9/9? I couldn't find it.
It's just because of the date. Because 9 is thing. Thoda ho gaya hai kuch ki, we found some magic between the numbers of 3, 6 and 9. I'm not a strong believer in numerology. But it became a little bit of a fun thing with the team, and our date is 0909 2022.
Right.
Brahmastra is a trilogy. In our film, the Brahmastra is broken into 3 pieces. The holy 3 of Hinduism is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh.
Right.
So 3 became a very special number, like gradually, with us. And bus, that's it. There's nothing to read into too much.
All right. With that thought, thank you so much for talking to us, and once again, congratulations and all
Thank
the
you,
best.
Rana. Thank you.